Hi there, lovely Aries. Welcome to your November 2017 General and Love Tarot reading. I'm Gemstone Tarot and Valentine has joined us somewhere. There she is, having a wash. Say hello, Valentine. Hello, Valentine. So I'm using the Rider-Waite Tarot. I'm going to look at doing around 9 cards, get the general story. What do we need to know this month? What's going on? Are there any potent messages for lovely, lovely Aries? You've had some quite kind of, I was going to say hairy readings, but I don't mean it in a bad way, but you've had some quite strong readings recently, Aries. So I'm kind of interested to see how it is going to pan out for you, to be honest. Let's have a look. Aries, 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 Sun, Moon and Rising. A few people have asked me whether I'm including Venus in that. I don't think so really. I mean, you can to an extent, but generally I would say Sun, Moon and Rising. Aries, Sun, Moon and Rising, November. Of course it's fireworks season, Aries. Aries love fireworks. Are there going to be any fireworks for you? This is the question. Okay, maybe. 2 major arcana out of 3 already. Arcani. 3 major arcana out of 4. 4 major arcana out of 5. Okay. Valentine, we got a big one here, okay? She's ready. Wow, Aries. You got the big guns going on. Right, November. Okay, I'm going to start in the middle. Strength. Major Arcana. Love this card for you, Aries. You have, and Aries normally has anyway, you have the emotional, the physical, and the psychic strength to make it through the month, whatever happens, okay? So let's just kick off with that. Something is coming to an end. Something which has restricted you for some time, okay? We've got a full moon in Taurus on the 4th of the month, so kind of kicking off the month. Full moons kind of come, I can't speak today, accumulation of things coming to fruition. 10 of Swords. So I'm glad actually it's something that has accumulated over a period of time, and each time there has been some kind of dig at you or some kind of disappointment from something. It's been like a stab in the back, until it gets to the point where that energy is kind of reached its maximum, like a full moon. Yeah, I like that for you. I don't often say I like the 10 of Swords, but I think it shows this major arcana, the Fool, ready to step off into a new adventure. And with all of the kind of bravery, you can see here with the Strength card, with all the bravery, innocence and dumb luck that is required for a new beginning. I'm glad to see that for you, Aries. That's been coming for a long time. Of course, no transition is without some kind of sorrow, some kind of lament, some kind of mourning for what has been lost. You can see here the 3 cups that have been lost. 2 cups remaining though. And I don't always pick up on those 2 cups. Sometimes 5 of Cups is just 5 of Cups. But in this case I do actually. I do feel that there is something, that the bad stuff has gone out of this situation, but something was gained from it. Those 2 cups were gained from it, that the Fool puts in his backpack and takes off the edge of his cliff with his gorgeous dog. Now, you're going to be feeling like getting going with something. You're Aries, you're number 1 of the zodiac. That is what you do anyway. You start things, you start the zodiac. You may need to just wait till the middle of the month. I only say that because I've got the 2 of Wands in reverse. This is a merchant scoping out territory for sort of starting a new business, starting a new life, starting a new venture, staking things out. And that's in the reverse. So it's just a call, Aries, to let the dust settle after this. And then we've got a new moon on the 18th in Scorpio, a deeply transformative new beginning. I would wait until then. Now, some of you are waiting on the outcome of some kind of legal hearing, work tribunal, any kind of... what's the word I'm looking for? Any kind of hearing, some kind of outcome. We've got the Justice card in the upright. I like this for you, Aries. It's your opposite sign of Libra, which for me shows, if we looked at it in the Wheel of the Zodiac, we'd be looking at equal scales. Of course, there are the scales of justice. It's in the upright and it's next to the Fool. 2 things. One, you might hear the outcome of a legal situation or an inheritance, or if you're waiting for money, we've got the 6 of Pentacles. Again, can you see there's those scales again? If you're waiting on a payout, particularly compensation, or if you're looking to sell a property or any kind of payout from a legal award, anything like that, insurance, that looks good, and you could take that money and use it for a new venture. A few of you Aries in November may be dealing with issues to do with your mother, issues to do with motherhood in general, with your fertility, with... Some of you it will be that your mother has passed and this is an anniversary time, or even just that it's coming up to Christmas and it's quite new for some of you, and that again is the 5 of Cups. So if that is you, or if you're going through difficulties with a parent who is ill, here we have the Empress in the reverse. Know, Aries, that you do have the strength to see that through and to get through this rough period of time for that. And again, here we've got this 8 of Swords in the reverse. There's some kind of release. You've definitely, when it's in the upright, you've definitely been kind of held in a bit of a prison. Partly of your own making, only in that you've been so worried about something for so long. So partly you've been in a prison of worry, but partly also because there was something to worry about on the outside as well. But this is the biggest blessing of the whole reading, which seems really weird when it's the 10 of Swords. But for you, it's definitely 10 of Swords to the Fool, 10 of Swords to 0, end of a very toxic era. Now I'm going to do, Aries, I'm going to do a little love reading for you here because I'm just getting the idea that I need to, but I just want to give you these general energies first. Also, you may find, those of you that are going through a rough time, that someone is very generous towards you. It can be financially, if you're needing help, if you're needing a loan, if you're just needing, somebody might even just pay something off for you and then tell you later. But also it may come in the form of assistance. Pentacles is not just about money. Pentacles is about things you can hear, see, taste, smell and touch. People giving you lifts, people cooking you a casserole, people just coming around to see if you're okay, which will be very welcome. Now, Aries as a sign sometimes is very independent and doesn't always like to ask for help, which is fine. But if someone is offering and it's someone you trust and someone who loves you, take their offer. Take whatever it is they want to do for you. If they want to pay off something, if they want to cook you some food, if they want to service your car, I don't know, whatever it is, Aries, it will give them great pleasure to do it for you. So just accept it in the spirit in which it's offered. Now, I'm going to do you a love reading, Aries, because I'm drawn to do it, to be honest. So put them to one side. We're going to go Wild Unknown Tarot. Love reading for Aries, November 2017. Love reading for Aries, November 2017. What does Aries need to know about their love life? November. Will there be fireworks for Aries? That's interesting. Wow, you got major cards, Aries, in both areas of your life this month. Cripes, it's just major arcana central, and this is a totally different pack. Wow. That's strange. 1, 2, 3. 3 of the same cards have come up again that came up in your general reading. So, okay. Oh, excuse me, I just wobbled the camera. Right, Aries, love, November. Wow, okay. For some of you, Aries, it's resisting some kind of breakup, possibly with a water sign, or having some difficulty with a water sign. It may be that... Sorry about that, don't know what happened, Aries. Yeah, some of you, it's an emotional... It's a bit of an Armageddon, I have to say. Something is going on. We've got, in the middle of the reading, Death card in the reverse. I've got the Father of Cups in the reverse, the Black Swan. Now that can represent a water sign. It's like, kind of like the King of Cups. The Pisces, Cancer or Scorpio, or someone who is just very emotional, someone who is... Someone who is a bit unable to tell you how they feel. And it may be that you really need to know, Aries, but this person is not committing to something. They're not being clear. You're not getting the clarity you need. And that may be driving you, frankly, a bit around the twist. We got Temperance in the reverse. Beautiful, beautiful card, isn't it? But it's in the reverse. Now, Temperance in the reverse, also the card for Sagittarius, shows that this is causing you some agitation. This is causing you to feel that you need to know. There's something you really need to know, Aries. Again, we've got the Eight of Swords, which we had before, but this time in the upright. It's leaving you in a mental prison. Some of you are hanging on. You have asked this person how they feel. You've tried to contact them. Maybe they've stopped contacting you. And also we have the Emperor in the reverse. Now, do you remember we had the Empress in the reverse in your general reading, Aries? And that goes across, and they're a couple. Now, this is you. This is Aries, the Emperor, in the reverse. So feeling like your world has turned a bit upside down. Next to that, again, another major arcana. You've got so many major arcana, Aries. You've got here the Chariot. And this is volatile feelings. You know, pinging from love to hate and back again. You know, how could they do this to me, but I love them? How could they do this to me, but I love them? Temperance. You need to somehow get it back to going with the flow, Aries. Because the more pressure you put on this person, the more they're just going to swim away, is what I get. Now, the Death card in the reverse is some kind of resistance to a very transformational change. Also, the Father of Wands in reverse. We've got the Father of Cups in reverse, Father of Wands in reverse. Father of Wands being the fire sign, Father of Cups being the water sign. And then here, the Five of Cups again, which we had in the general reading. A lament, this beautiful, beautiful horse, is got its head bowed in sadness. This is causing you some real sadness, Aries. But again, and you had this in your general, you get the Strength card. I love this for you. I love that it has a rose in its mouth as well. To a certain extent, this could pass, but you need to hang in there, especially as we have a new moon in Scorpio on the 18th, a deeply transformative new moon. I think as well, with Death in the reverse, the Scorpio card, a deeply healing new moon. For some of you, Aries, as well, it may not be a current partner, it could be an ex or a relationship from the past. And the feelings are still volatile. Good. I'm just looking at some love cards. We've got high expectations. We've got a feeling of loss, loneliness. It's like a prison of loneliness, and that's what this is. Maybe some of you are having some time apart from somebody, but it's enforced time apart. Maybe somebody has disappeared a bit, or it's long distance. But look, we get the happiness card. This is possible for you, Aries. Happiness is possible. Let's have a look. I'm doing a Chuck Spezzano's Enlightenment card. I like that. You get the Leadership card. For some of you, you may need to take the lead in this relationship. You may need to be this lion. Be the Aries. Take the lead. You may need to make the first move. You may not feel like making the first move, but it may be, especially if you are dealing with a water sign who prefer to be led, who are more of the passive sign, it may be, Aries, that you need to get that stubborn Aries fire going and stick a firework up the bum, you know? Not literally. Not literally. For God's sake. Gemstone Tarot said. I'm just going to take a couple of clarifiers for you here, Aries. What do we need to know about this? What more do we need to know? I'm going to clarify that Death card. Whoa, okay. Definitely a water sign for some of you. Whoa, okay. Some of you are dealing, if you are female, you're dealing with someone who has more than one woman in the picture. Definitely. We've got two queens. Whenever I have two queens in a reading plus, I know there's one or two women in the picture. Or maybe just that they're having issues, or they don't know what they want, or they've got an ex in the picture. Whoa! Aries! Amazing. Okay. For the Father of Cups, I've got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. For the Death card, I've got the Queen of Cups in reverse. Two queens. Two very different people. When there's two queens in a reading, some of you, there is an issue that your partner, your love, whatever it is, there is something or someone else, maybe not that they're cheating, but just that there is some other complication or person. Now for the Chariot, we have the Knight of Cups. This is love offers coming into you. Some of you, this person keeps coming back to you. They can't resist you. You can't resist them. But at the same time, it's very, very painful, and something has to change because we've got the Death card in the reverse. Something has to change. keeps cutting off, sorry people. For the 5 of Cups, I've got the 8 of Swords again. So that's the third 8 of Swords that you've had, Aries, in this reading. Now this tells us that this is a prison for you, that this is painful for you, that you need some kind of escape. For the Strength card, 10 of Swords in reverse, and it's coming. I get that you will have some relief, Aries, around the time of the new moon in Scorpio on the 18th. Until then, I wouldn't push this person too far if you can help it. Or if you need to walk away, then walk away. We've got the 5 of Cups twice. And maybe you don't want to be in the reverse as the Emperor. Maybe you want to be the right way up, Aries. Definitely leave me a comment and let me know. Yeah, look, here we are. Between worlds. You're caught between these two worlds, Aries. That's the Chariot. You know, one day it's this, one day it's that. I think after the 18th, things will calm down a great deal and you will feel very much relieved. And then you can take stock and see where you are. Healing with the Angels Oracle card. Yay! New beginnings. Either staying with this person or newly single, or if you are single, new beginnings coming in. Love that for you, Aries. Absolutely love it. Just going to grab a quick Doreen Virtue Romance with the Angels Oracle card, I think. You make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. If it's twin flame, if it's been tricky, it may be, like I said, that you need to change something with Death in the reverse, but it's worth the effort. For single Aries, you get keep an open mind. Your soulmate may vary from your usual type. Okay, so if you're single, looking to mingle, just look out for someone who maybe doesn't light your fire straight away, but could be a grower. And also you get wedding. Now, maybe a wedding may just be moving in with someone, taking things to the next level. What I do get with this is if you manage to make it through this, I think it has really great potential. Whew, Aries. If you want a private reading, you can book in the description box below or visit my website, gemstonetarot.com. Do check out my weekly and my daily readings as well. And if you want to donate to the channel, you can do that in the description box as well. Namaste, Aries. Leave me a comment. Let me know how it resonates. Okay, bye.